Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
On one,
They're
right?
backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted.
And the return comes to a home right at the 44-yard line.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Pickett sets up play action. His first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
77 yards.
And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down.
Flush to his right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
There they are going for it. Here's Pickett.
Eluding the pressure right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And now off to the races down the right side. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens, 81 yards. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll run again with Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Here's Pickett. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Gotta go.
Burrow on play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And here's Brad Robbins now.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it from no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Here's 3rd and 6. Pickett back to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To Mixon on the check down. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. All the option left, it's Burrow.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on
and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special. From his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pickett.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down.
And he's going to be intercepted at 3rd
time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Sliding out of the pocket. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's good for us, Steelers. First and 10.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time player.
And now here's another interception.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about How much pressure is in the face of a guy? And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions.
Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
The point after through the raindrops, something good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, and they go back to Harris.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They hand this off to Harris. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Kenny Pickett.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2.
They're going to run it with Harris. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a pause for the injury, and that is as Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On second down, Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati first down.
First down, Bengals.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a third down and 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
On the give, this is Harris.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good around there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and
Off play action. Pickett.
They'll roll him out right. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Washington. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a third and 3. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here we go.
From the 43, here's second down and 7.
Burrow looking to pass.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Now 2nd and 5.
11 MT, hey.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Fights through him, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll give to Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Now Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back in his own 49.
19 Lions, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Harris.
To the 27-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And that'll keep this a one-point game.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
First down, Bengals.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand